This is not a test. This is not a drill. It's time to do some shit. So what are we going to do today? We got a little bit of Far East. We got a little bit of Polish. We got a little bit of Chicago. We got a little bit of Southern. We got a little bit of German. We got a little bit of all of it. And it's all going on one big plate. Oh yeah. There's a bit of me venturing into the unknown here. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Could love it, could hate it. Who knows? Fuck it. So we're starting out with some Polska Kielbasa. You got these great Broughton sausage rolls. Hopefully get to butter them up and broil them for a minute. We move over to this guy. It's a Chicago favorite. Well, maybe not a favorite, but it's known in Chicago and Detroit. They love the shit up there. Ham's burr. On top of that, classics, of course. You know how I roll. It's always garlic. It's always onions. It's a mainstay. So we're gonna do some baked beans, because what's better than some sausage or brats and some beans, man? Come on, dude. Of course, my staple that I always have to go with, and we're gonna doctor these shits up a little bit. Gotta have you some mixed greens in there. And lastly, well, second to last, this. Not really a fan of what you call mustard, but it's got goddamn horseradish in it. It's gotta be at least decent, so we'll find out. I gotta give honest opinions on everything. If I like it, I like it. And if it sucks, it sucks. I mean, I could throw this shit right in the trash. If I don't like it, there's no point in me fucking keeping it. Lastly is my treat from the Far East that I may be breaking down to a relish or just cutting down and putting on top of this stuff. And that is this wonderful stuff right here. I opened the jar and I could hear the bubbles frothing up in it, which is just the best. But think about it this way. Yeah, this might be a fatty feast I'm doing here. 2 probiotics at the same damn time. Hoo-ah! The usual setup with the pots and pans and the big ass skillet going on. Let's see if this feast cuts the mustard. Bad one. You know what? I'll just go fuck myself on that one. You know what? I rag on this fucking Farberware knife all the time, but it really isn't that bad. So, hopefully, get the blade sharpened up a little bit and start this shit up. Little gear spotlight while I'm setting everything up. This is the coolest damn can opener I've ever owned, because when you connect it to the can, it actually connects. Look at that. Alright, so now we're at the humble beginnings of it. The butter's starting to melt down. It'll be a very, very low heat on the greens and the beans in the back. Of course, I have the all-important garlic added to the greens because it just has to happen that way. There's no way around it. And I might actually add a little bit of onion to the beans. Why the fuck not? Alright, so there we go. Yep. There we go. Onions and peppers in the skillet. Oh, come on. You know what it is. Put a little bit of black pepper in there. I'll put some red pepper flakes in there too, which for me, there's never really enough of that either. I like some spice. Yeah, give it a little shaky shake. Let everything start browning up. We got the heat a little bit higher, so once the caramelization process starts setting in, then we're going to add in the beer and the Kielbasa. I wish they sold potpourri of this shit. I swear to God, I'd buy it. When you're working with beer with cooking, it's a lot safer than, say, wine, vodka. Those are much more flammable. And you really want to be careful. You want to add those in much earlier at lower heats, because when you factor in hot butter, hot olive oil, you add things like that to it, you really raise the threat level for starting a fire in your house. And let's face it, none of us want that. Unless you really fucking hate your house and you want to burn it down. In that case, go for it. Whatever makes you happy. As you can see, we're starting to get some nice color. Everything's starting to break down a little bit. So we're getting ready to add in the beer. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Why am I using a whole can? Because I can. Now the kielbasas are in there. Now we lower the heat after a few minutes, and we wait for this glorious feast to be finished. Can't my statement about just the peppers and onions. It smells so much better in here now. Oh my fucking God. So here goes what I'm not so sure of. This is the horseradish mustard, and I'm going to give this a little bit of a whirl and see if my 99 cents was worth it. Here goes nothing. Oh my God. I love spicy stuff, but I'm going to admit, that even has sriracha beet. It's not too mustardy. The horseradish is definitely there. In a rare turn of events, I think I like it. For those of you that don't know about this stuff, this is of Korean descent. Which Korea, doesn't really matter. It's fucking awesome. Anyway, it's a fermented cabbage that is made with chilies and daikon radish. And over there, they store it in the ground. Here, you can do it in a number of ways, and I guess if you want to store it in the ground in clay pots, you can. Either way, it's essentially Korean sauerkraut. Now, I don't like traditional sauerkraut. I love this stuff. It's probiotic. It's delicious in salads. You can put it on pizzas. You can do all kinds of shit with it. In this application, I'm going to chop it up and put it on top of these sausages after I get done with them, and put some of this newly found mustard on there that I like. This is going to be zesty. It's probably going to destroy my stomach. I don't care. So while this beer is cooking down, I'm enjoying one myself. Hams ain't bad. It ain't great. You can usually get it here pretty damn cheap. I think I paid $3.99 for a 6-pack. It is what it is. Can't get Yingling. We're really looking good here. So now I'm going to roll the heat way back and just let it sit for a while and let it do its thing and let the other stuff do its thing and take me a little bit of intermission before it's mealtime, motherfuckers. As you can see, most of the beer is cooked down and the flavor is definitely infused into the peppers and onions. Hoping it got to the sausages in time for it to cook down. I guess we'll find out in the end. But either way, it's gearing up to be something amazing. So now we'll go over and cut down the kimchi. Kimchi usually comes in pieces about this big, and I cannot stress enough just how good this stuff is. So good. So I'm going to put my rolls in the oven here for a couple minutes and get them toasty. By the way, this pan, well, you can't buy this at the store. I borrowed this from Domino's many years ago. Anyway, here we go. Yep, and get in there with your bitch ass. Thirsty buns, and my fingers are on fire. Yeehaw. Will you look at that? Time to go do some damage now. Wanted to say sorry for the hiatus, but if you know me and you know anything about me, you know a whole lot's happened in my world lately. Some things out of my control. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll be back soon with another badass episode and bring y'all some cool food. Oh, by the way, today's feast only cost me about $20. Can't beat them, join them. DatChef502.